Hey everyone, recently I came across an article that mentioned the total number of demat accounts in India have touched 90 million mark. That's 9 crore demat accounts. And what is more surprising is that the number was just 40 million during your March 2020 at the time of COVID pandemic. That means over the last 2 years, the total number of demat accounts have more than doubled in the country. That's crazy growth, isn't it? Although going forward, we might not see this type of crazy growth, but still there's a long way to go. Just to give you an idea, we have around 500 million PAN card holders in India. And compared to that, the demat accounts are 90 million. So demat accounts are still underpenetrated in India and there's a huge runway from current levels. The reason is simple. India is one of the fastest growing economy in the world, so people have now realized that there's a huge amount of wealth that can be created in the stock market. Many young people are getting white collar jobs and they are keen to invest in stock market. Another important reason for this huge growth in demat account is due to the fact that the interest on fixed income instruments like FD have gone down to as low as 5%. So the interest rates are not attractive at all. Hence, investment in Indian economy has emerged as one of the best options. Now, if you look at the stock brokerage industry in India, it has literally transformed over the last 10 years. I still remember when I was looking to invest my money 8-10 years ago, at that time, all the stock brokers would operate on commission basis. So basically on every trade, you would have to pay certain amount of commission. Yes, on every trade. Although it was more personalized, where you can call the trader and get support and even get research report. But overall, trading was very expensive. Then came zero brokerage model that literally transformed the brokerage industry. So rather than charging a fixed commission on every trade, they introduced zero brokerage on equity delivery. That is, if you invest for long term, then you don't have to pay any brokerage. And for intraday and futures and options, they introduced a flat charge of rupees 20 per transaction. So cost-wise, it became very cheap. Hence, zero brokerage model became a hit and attracted a lot of new traders and investors. Eventually, we saw a huge surge in zero brokerage model with a lot of new age fintech startups joining the league. In fact, even the traditional brokerage houses had to tweak their model and introduce flat charges on trading. I'm sure a lot of you would be using zero brokerage platforms. But recently, I came across a new brokerage platform called mstock from Mirae. Since I am myself an investor in Mirae mutual funds, I came to know about their new brokerage platform. And when I had a look at this platform, I realized that this platform can be a game changer in Indian brokerage industry. So I thought of reviewing this platform. And when I say game changer, I really mean it. Because the pricing of mstock by Mirae is literally a new business model that can save a lot of money for investors and traders. So I'm going to explain its pricing model and then of course we will have a look at its UI experience. So let us review this new platform. If I ask you, let's say you want to open a new brokerage account, then what are the parameters you would look for? Well, I would look for 3 key parameters. First is brand name. This is very important because opening a brokerage account is not a one-time transaction. It is probably the longest relationship you can have with a company. So as long as you invest in stock market, you would need a broker and you would want to associate with a broker company that has a good track record in the past, so that you have the trust with the company. By the way, when you invest in stocks, your stock investments are held in demat accounts and not in broker's account. It is either with CDSL or NSDL, as they are the 2 demat companies in India. But still, you would want to have a long-term association with your broker, and for that, trust is important. And that trust is built upon the brand name. Hence, in this case, the trust was already there, as Mirae is a big financial company with presence all over the world, right from UK, US, China, Hong Kong, Singapore, India, Brazil, and many other countries. Within India, Mirae is one of the top asset management company that manages a total AUM of rupees 1 lakh crore as of March 22. Globally, Mirae Group manages asset worth $93 billion. So Mirae brand is very strong and hence trust is not a concern. Now second key parameter I want to discuss is the pricing of mstock. Like I said, Mirae mstock is not following the traditional pricing model of zero brokerage companies, and that makes it unique. So let's have a look at the mstock pricing model. So if you visit its website, there's a pricing tab. Just click on this. On top it says zero brokerage and no commission. Everything is free. Intraday, delivery, FnO, mutual fund, IPOs, currency, everything. And if you scroll down, it says what's the catch? There's no catch, no limit to number of orders, no prior brokerage commitment, no subscription attached, no date of expiry, no annual platform fee, no call and trade charges. Sounds too good to believe, but this is how they've placed their business model. And in fact, you can also calculate the brokerage that you will save on a yearly basis. They've provided a calculator. Just click on this, you fill the detail, and you can see how much you are going to save on a yearly basis. Now, if you look at the charges, they've clearly mentioned everything. For equity, it says for delivery, equity delivery, zero brokerage. For equity intraday, there's zero brokerage. For futures, zero brokerage. Options, zero brokerage. Then if you look at call and trade charges, zero charges, zero charges, zero charges and zero charges across equity delivery, intraday, futures and options. Apart from this, there are some standard charges that are common across a brokerage platform. So one is your security transaction tax that you can see it should be same across a brokerage platform. Then you have transaction charge, which is where you pay NSE and BSE, which is just 0.00345%. So these are negligible numbers. Then you have GST. Then you have SEBI charges, which is rupees 10 per crore, again negligible. Then you have some stamp charges, so 0.015%. So not much here. Mota moti, the point is brokerage, if you see, it is zero brokerage across your delivery, intraday, futures and options. Now how much you have to pay actually? You have to pay one-time fee of 999. That's it. So it says you will be charged a one-time account opening fee of 999 and you will get to trade across all products at zero brokerage. Remember, this is not a recurring charge. So this is for life, and zero brokerage charges are not linked to any subscription pack or whatever. Apart from this, so let's say if you don't want to go with 999 charge, there is an option of 149. With this, you will be charged a one-time account opening fee of 149 and subsequently you will be charged rupees 20 per trade for intraday, futures and options and currency. However, for delivery trade, for long-term investment and mutual fund and IPOs, there is zero brokerage, so no charges. So this is similar to the traditional existing zero brokerage model. Then you have got something called demat maintenance charge where you have to pay 999. Again, it is optional. And if you pay 999 for demat maintenance, it will be made free for life. By the way, I'm not sure how many of you are aware, but every year you have to pay somewhere around 300 rupees for demat maintenance. So here if you pay 999, it will be made free for life. So you are going to cover your money in 3 years. By the way, if you don't want to go with this option, there's another option of 120 rupees per quarter. But that is not a lucrative decision. I think this is a pretty good decision. So overall, if you see, one is 999 for account opening for life to trade at zero brokerage across your products, and 999 which is your demat maintenance. Apart from this, you can see mutual fund no fee, DP is 12 rupees per GST, pledge charges to pay 12 rupees plus GST, then off market transaction transfer in free, transfer out at 20 per transaction or 0.5%, whichever is lower. Then you can see there are few other charges, but more or less the idea is simple. The model has been placed in such a way that there is no brokerage as such, only one-time fee of 999 and 999 for your demat maintenance for your life. Let me just give you a simple comparative data. So let's say you are a trader and make 5 intraday trades a day, and if you have an account with any of the existing zero brokerage firm, then you will end up paying 5 into 20, that is rupees 100 per day. So basically within 10 days, you will end up paying rupees 1000. And if you trade 20 days a month, then you will end up paying rupees 2000, and annually it would be rupees 24,000. That's every year. Now with mstock, you just have to pay rupees 999 for life. It means you will recover your cost within 10 days of trading. Just think about it. Isn't it disruptive pricing model? Too good to believe. Now you might say that I'm not a trader, I'm an investor. Even in that case, you can save a good amount of money. So currently you have to pay somewhere around rupees 300 per year for demat maintenance. And demat account is something that you will hold for your life. So let's say you hold demat account for next 30 years, then you will end up paying a fee of rupees 9,000, assuming they don't increase their fee. And if you hold your demat account for 40 years, then total cost would be rupees 12,000. But with mstock, you can pay just rupees 999 for life and you are done. So basically you pay 999 plus 999, that is 1998 rupee, and all your trading is free and your demat maintenance is free for life. But again, this pricing is optional. There are also plans for someone who doesn't want to pay an upfront fee of rupees 1998, although it is the best plan. Hence, from pricing point of view, Mirae mstock model is looking very attractive. Now let us look at the third parameter, which is the UI, that is user interface. Ideally, as a user, we want to have a seamless experience with the user interface of the brokerage platform. And we want to ensure that the technology behind the platform is rock solid to ensure security of our holdings. Let's have a look at the UI of mstock. So this is the home page of Mirae Asset. On top you can see total asset, equity, then cash. Then here you have key indices by today, month, as well as by year. Here you have an option of view all, so you can see all the indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty. Then you can click on gainers to see what all are the top gainers for the day, by year, as well as by month. Then you can click on losers, then you can click on the active by volume, active by value, 52-week high, 52-week low. Then if you scroll down further, you have option of global indices like Dow Jones, Nasdaq and all of that. If you scroll down further, you can see popular stock by today, month as well as by year. Click on view all and you can see all the details by gainers, losers, active by volume, value and all of this. If you scroll down further, you can see the news detail and you can again explore all these news. If you scroll down further, you can see FII and DI and buy and sell for yesterday, by month as well as by year. And if you scroll down further, you can see option to invest in pre-designed index basket like Nifty Bank, Nifty 50, Nifty IT. So let's say if you want to invest in Nifty Bank, you just click on invest button and it will give you an option to invest in entire stocks of Nifty Bank with one click. So this is pretty interesting, and this is the home page of mstock, looking pretty smooth, although I felt it is a bit cluttered. You don't really need details like global indices on the home page. Now let's say you want to buy any stock. Here you have an option to add that in the watch list. So let's say you add Infosys in the list. So just click on add to core portfolio and you are done. And now let's say you want to invest in Infosys, just click on this buy and you can see all the details. Like let's say if you click on the detail, you can see open, high, low, close. Then you can see the chart. So let's say you click on view chart, it opens up in horizontal bar. So this is something I felt they should have opened up in vertical and then given you an option to open it in horizontal level. Then you can see the market depth, like your total buy, total sell, and your futures and options, then pivot level, then performance, then moving averages, fundamentals and all of that. And then if you go back, so yeah, you can just click on buy button and just invest. It is pretty seamless, I felt. And if you look at the other details, you have option of report, so you can download the fund summary, ledger, trade history, contract note. Then you can click on markets to see more details, the news, IPO. Then you have an option to invest in mutual fund. You also have calculators. So all in all, my first experience with mstock by Mirae UI has been pretty smooth. Overall, the UI looks very smooth. It has got all the key features that you would need for trading and investment. Although there are a couple of things that I could not find. For example, the platform doesn't offer margin pledge and MTF feature as of now. I checked with the team and it seems they are coming up with these features. So in this video, we reviewed this new brokerage platform, mstock by Mirae Asset. We looked at three key parameters: brand, pricing and UI. As far as brand is concerned, Mirae is among the top companies and hence I would rate it 10 on 10. As far as pricing is concerned, it can save a substantial amount of money and hence I would again rate it 10 on 10. As far as UI is concerned, overall UI is pretty smooth, but there can be improvements made in the UI part. Hence on UI, I would rate it 8 on 10. As far as customer support is concerned, since it is a zero brokerage model, we can't expect live support. So they have the customer contact details on the website, but it goes to IVR machine. But I was able to connect with their customer support executive within few seconds. So that way they have taken care of customer support as well. I remember that when zero brokerage platforms were introduced, they faced a lot of resistance. But now majority of us use zero brokerage platform. And now that we have this new brokerage platform, it is looking very promising. I expect that with this kind of pricing, brand name and technology they are offering, it should gain a substantial market share in the near future. You can also check out this platform from the link in the description. And let me know, what do you think about this new platform? I hope you will find this video useful. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.
Investments in securities markets are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.